in your management?
When it comes to the management, from the management level, you have a committee. In our schools, you have 4 to 5 members committee. And for this committee, you have a one leader also. You can call it as a president, whatever secretary, whatever. And for each members, one individual responsibilities will also be defined, and school responsibility overall will also be defined. In committees, we are discussing about the rules and regulations or guidelines to be prepared. All these will be discussed and will take a consensus. Based on the consensus that will be issued to the schools.
Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute. One more question, sub-question, sir. On what credentials you select the management members?
One is actually when it comes to the members should be suitable to our ideology or thought. That is very important. And in the committee, the educationist will be there, and even the people who are served in the schools as a members, and of course the people who are in the society who are into service.
All your members are educationists?
Not all.
Okay.
Not
Some
all.
of them.
Yes, at least 1 or 2 should be there as educations in the committee.
Okay.
Namaste. How often the committee meets, and then what are the inputs you are getting from the committee?
Sir, in our schools, when come to the committee, every week we are visiting. Every week we are visiting. We are having meetings. And before going to the deliberations in the meeting, we'll identify the certain areas or the agenda, what we call agenda will be discussed, frame that will be circulated to the all committee members. Based on the agenda, deliberations will happen, and whatever the conclusions will happen, that will also recorded, and MOMs will be distributed to or sent to all the committee members. And action points will be there. In that action points, who has to take the action, that will be defined. Take for example, if any decision is taken in the committee, but when come to the action person is probably in the school, but that communication will be done to the particular school. On that basis, the school person should take action. That is the action point.
So the recommendations the committee gives, whether you take it in letter and spirit or you sometimes reject it also.
Generally, we'll consider as with the letter and spirit, with that only will. And in committee also, generally, it is not one man decision. Suppose if any consensus is not happening, we'll do the deliberations or debates couple of times. Then we'll come to the conclusion, or we'll come to the decision. That will happen.
You take the consensus of the committee?
Yes. All members should give the consensus based on the particular agenda.
Do you have a teacher representation in your committee?
In managing committee, we don't have teacher representation.
Is it not mandatory?
There is no such mandate in that. But in the school, as I mentioned earlier, school management committee is there. That is related to the school, and that is look after the school activities. In that, as you said that teachers representative will be there, parent representative will be there, and even principal's representative will be there, educationist will be there. So all these things will be there.
In your experience, how often you have given directions to teachers or in general the academic people? And what is the, just tell me the content of that.
Generally, the members will visit to the schools often. And in schools also, meeting schedule will be framed, decided. Based on that, even committee members will also take part in such meetings in the school.
Sir, the committee members, how long they continue to be members?
So, come to the management, we are not defined how many years the membership in the management committee. Of course, when it comes to the SMC in the schools, the term is 3 years per member. Or even if the president of the SMC feels that can also be extended one more duration or one more term can also be continued.
What is the vision of your management, sir?
Swastha Susthira Samaj Nirman.
To what extent you have achieved this?
To what extent?
You have achieved this.
Sir, when it comes to the achievement, we cannot say that today our Swastha Susthira Samaja Nirman is happened. We cannot say by keeping as today, this is for 5:20, 5:30, Swastha Susthira Samaja Nirman is happened. It's a continuous process. It's a continuous process.
Do you visit the classrooms?
Definitely, sir. I was in practical sense with me, I am telling. I was visiting, I was observing the teacher classes, but nowadays it is not possible for me. Otherwise, we used to do that.
Every institution has a vision statement as well as a mission statement also. What is the mission in that?
All-round development of the students based on Bharatiya ethos and creating models in the society.
Thank you.
One more question, last question. You have identified some problem in your school. What is the solution they have shown? For one, you identify, you tell me one problem and also the solution that you have shown. So it can be a very good motivation for the rest of us.
Generally in academics, what will happen? Corrections, notebook corrections of the students. This is a regular problem. If notebook corrections happens properly by the teachers, I think 40 to 50% of the problem will be solved in academics. So this problem will come. How to do this? So for this, what we have done cross-checking mechanism. Take for example, I am also teaching A standard English. You are also teaching A standard English. Others is also teaching A standard English. When come to the correction, my correction goes to you, your correction will come to you. So the cross-section will happen. Apart from that, next level, we have class teachers and we have coordinators and we have HOD also. It goes to the HOD level also. Definitely try to minimize such lapses or lacunas in the system.
Society have trust.
This is our Rashtrottana Parishad is a registered society.
It belongs to 1960 Act or 1961.
It belongs to, I think, 1948 if I am not wrong. Our society is registered in 1965. I told you, I am telling you. I don't know actually here. I said that I need to check that.
ಸರ್ ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಒಂದು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ನು ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರಿಗೆ ಮುಟ್ಟಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ ಅಥವಾ ಅದು ಫೈನಲಿ ಒಬ್ರು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರಿಗೆ ಮೀಟಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ?
ಕಮಿಟಿ ಆಗಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಕಮಿಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ವಿಚಾರ ನಿರ್ಧಾರಗಳಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ನಿರ್ಧಾರಗಳಾದಾಗ ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾರು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂಡ್ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಯಾರು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಅದು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅದು ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ,
ಆಗಲಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದೇ ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್.
ಈಗ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಮಿಟಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, ಸಬ್ ಕಮಿಟೀಸ್, ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸಿಂದ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಫಂಡ್ ರೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸುಮಾರು ಕಮಿಟೀಸ್ ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅವು ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, ಅದು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ?
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾಕಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಏನಾದರೂ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿದೆಯಾ, ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳೇನು, ಯಾಕೆ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೋ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಕಮಿಟಿ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದವರು ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ಈ ಥರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಏನು ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಏನು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಸೀಟ್ ದಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್.
ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಕಮಿಟಿನೋ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್?
ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಕಮಿಟೀಸ್, ಜನರಲಿ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಲುಕ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ನೀವೇನು ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಮತ್ತಿನ್ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಮತ್ತಿನ್ಯಾವುದೋ ಈವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲದೂ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಲುಕ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್.
Sir, how your community will measure students' learning outcome? Will they often measure on the basis of test grades or their intellectual act? How often they'll measure students' outcome?
In the school system, probably you are aware of that, we have a assessment mechanism. So PA1 or midterm, PA3 or annual examination. These are the systems in the school. Based on that, we'll get the report. One thing. Second thing is, when you have HODs meeting in the school, HODs will have all the data. So with the HOD, we are getting in class-wise, section-wise performance data also. With that, we will discuss, suppose in a particular section or particular class, if the students are not performing well, why they are not performing well? In that duration, suppose if 3-4 chapters are taught, in that particular chapter or a concept, if the students are not understood properly, why students are not understood properly? Whether it's teachers not taught with a right method or methodology, or even though teacher taught with the right methodology, the students are not able to understand. So is there any learning gap to understand a particular concept? All these things will be discussed.
Will it be based on only test or some other part? Will it be based on only test grades?
Test will be there, and of course even in classrooms, of course as a teacher, teachers are testing the students in different ways by asking questions also, right, and worksheets also. There are so many methods for it.
Guruji, thank you for the opportunity. Now I would like to drop a question to you. Actually, you are the managing committee. There are nearly 4 to 5 managing people are there. You will establish a school in a big village, not in Bangalore city. In a big village, you will establish a school. So you are willing to establish an English medium school. So the purpose of the opening English medium school, it is known. Actually, you will come to know. But many of you means in the 4 or 5 members, how many of you are there? 1 or 2 may be fluent in English speaking, and more thing, you know the importance of English, that everything may be known. But rest of the 3, they may not be aware. This is one thing. So the motto of establishing the school of English medium, it is that just to give the good education, that everything it may be. But in appointing the teachers, actually if you want to reach and if you want to promote English and all, so you must choose the quality teachers also for that purpose of everything. So in this regard, okay, headmaster, he may fight his level best. Because he is in the designation, he may fight. But being the management committee, how do you support the headmaster to bring this awareness to reach successful?
To get teachers.
Yes.
Right.
Now, whatever totally atmosphere. Example, your board of the school is English medium.
Okay.
Board of the school is English medium.
Correct.
ये गवर्नेंस का नहीं है जो उन्होंने बस सबके लिए एक बार तालियां बजाएंगे जोरदार। ये महेश्वरन जी तो मतलब आप इंटरनेशनल प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में शामिल हो सकते हैं, एक बार उनके लिए तालियां।